Today, I shall speak to you about the consumption of liquor, especially in context to the latest relaxation of lockdown, partial lockdown, where people went immediately to the liquor shops in a long queue. Well, friends, let us first understand a little background about the liquor. Liquor is an absolute alcohol extracted from grapes juice after fermentation. That is how the liquor is extracted. So it is actually an intoxicating agent which dilates the blood vessels of the consumer and gives relaxation, and individual feels little high. So that is the background. Now how it acts and how people get addicted to alcohol. You see, it acts with a law of increasing marginal utility. In Hindi, we call it Briddhiman Tushtigun Niyam. In that, with every small pack, the utility of this particular item is felt better. So, once you have a small pack, you will like it little less. Then the moment you go on increasing, the second pack will be better, the third will be more better, the fourth will be much better. Then you will get a high. So that is it is a drug which develops addiction. So that is the main reason why people go for a queue uh, uh, on partial relaxation of the lockdown. Now, when it is packed, it is absolute alcohol, as I told you, means 100% alcohol. And in the Desi Sharab, it is say 95%. You can call it rectified spirit sort of thing. Then you see, when it is packed in the bottle, it is packed in certain percentage, say about less than 50%, so that individual gets a correct intoxication and doesn't much harm to the body. But let me tell you very frankly, it is very, very harmful to the body. There is no doubt about it. Then why people drink? Why people drink? You see, it is actually a very old tradition, firstly. Secondly, it is a accepted norm in the society for a long time. Then you see, in the third thing is that in a big function, the function is not called big unless you serve liquor. So that's the another tradition. And then it gives comfort in inclement weather, certainly. That is true. That is a truth. And then brandy is used as a medicine, as you all know. Then why can't we stop it? See, 40% of the people have already stopped it. Say roughly 60% people may be consuming liquor. So just leave apart the 40%, talk about the 60%. It is firstly why people can't stop it, because it is an accepted norm, as I told you. But the moment you start motivating a person, he will feel bad, and maybe he may answer you back, or he may abuse you, or he may at times may hit you. So that's another problem. And then because its effect affects because it affects the wisdom of an individual, so one may react in any manner, and he may not agree to your suggestion. And if you suggest more, he may say that you are a major person, so you don't consume liquor. So these are various analogies, various thinkings about the liquor consumption. So I'm talking in general, not particularly with any individual as such. Now, how to abstain from it, or how to get rid of it? You see, first thing is one has to have a discipline. And in the society, the discipline cannot be imposed at later stage. It has to be from the childhood. So better would be that we have scouting in the schooling, then we have NCC in the colleges. Then later on, if one wants to join, one may join RSS, which is a better disciplined organization. So this is one solution. The another is make the people career conscious. Anyone who is career conscious will not drink, because he has certain aim in life. And even if you demotivate him, he will not be motivated to drink. And then the next thing is that there is a system. If you follow a system, even if you consume a small quantity of liquor, if you have a system, say if you say that I'll have only 30 to 60 ml or maximum to 120 ml, of liquor, and then you will say that I will not consume at home. Now these are system. You say that I will consume only in the party. So party is very occasional, once in blue moon or once twice in a month or so. So this is the way it can be left. If one wants to abandon it, one may abstain from drinking like this. Now, actually, what are the benefits? What are the benefit? Actual benefit. Actually, it is a medicine also, one way you can say, because it dilates our blood vessels. That is why it is a comfort. It is a hospital comfort sort of thing. Um, um, for inclement weather, and it does give relaxation, so it is a stress buster. But these are very true benefits which are negligible. In fact, one can have, otherwise also one can have a different type of stress buster, or in the inclement weather certain other type of food he may have, and have the better relaxation. So benefit is hardly, mostly it harms. Mostly it harms. Now, what is the harmful effect of it? Let us quickly go as to what are the harmful effect of the liquor. You see, firstly, it is very expensive, so it will affect your pocket. Then it will develop diseases, so many diseases. I will tell you subsequently what are the diseases causes. Then it reduces the sense of judgment. Once you consume more than too large, then your sense of judgment is affected. Then it increases crime in the society. Then anyone who is a habitual drinker, or you can say alcohol dependent syndrome type of case, he or she has a suicidal tendency, and then it ultimately affects individual health, the family, and ultimately the nation. So these are briefly the harmful effect of liquor. Now, what are the benefits to the government? Government, in fact, intentionally does not want to encourage it, but it does get income by excise tax. Then its raw material is used properly with this, and then people get employment. Certain amount of employment is certainly given with this in the distilleries. So these are the few advantages. Even the disadvantages to the government are more, because it increases crimes, the citizen become unhealthy, the growth of family gets affected, more diseases are caused by like alcohol dependent syndrome, and then one needs, the country needs more doctors, because when there will be more drinker, there will be more diseases, so we will be needing more doctors. So these are certain harmful effect of liquor, having liquor to the government. So what government policy should be there? Acha, before that I'll tell you what are the basic the diseases it causes. You see, it is excreted from the lungs through the breathing, so it affects the lungs. Then it goes to the, when it goes to the stomach, it creates a peptic ulcer, then duodenal ulcer. When it goes to the liver, it creates a liver cirrhosis. And then when it goes to the blood vessels, it increases your triglyceride, the bad cholesterol, by which one gets the heart attack. And when it goes to the brain, then it affects your wisdom, vivek kho jata hai. So these are the certain diseases which I just want to bring to your notice. Now, what the government should have the policies as regards to this, because there was a rethinking, so I am just suggesting few things. Firstly, all intoxicating agents should be costly in the country. Like we have made cigarette, tobacco, bidis, everything costly. So let us make the liquor also little costly. People won't mind it, because you have already seen people saying whatever cost you fix, we will drink. So this is the reality. And then when the cost goes high, people will certainly consume little less. There is no doubt about it. And then it will be acting as a motivational factor. And then the other solution I already told you, that scouting in the schooling, NCC in the colleges, and then voluntarily joining RSS for a better disciplined organization or other aspects one may think, one may agree or may not agree. These are my views, so just don't mind that. Then basically our aim should be to make a better citizen. So that is what it is. Now coming to the myth, certain myths are there. People think that drinking liquor is good for corona. No, it decreases your immunity. It is never good for during corona. For treatment of corona, it does not affect at all. Then it makes healthy. Some people realize, feel, but that is also a myth. That is also not correct. It rather affects your health badly. Then people feel that one may relax. Yes, some relaxation it gives, because as I told you that it dilates your blood vessels, but then it increases your triglyceride, the bad cholesterol. So there are so many other complications. So that is also a myth. Then good for cold. Yes, during cold it is certainly it gives comfort to some extent, but just because of the cold, if you start drinking, I think better have put proper clothes and proper beddings for your protection against the cold. Now suggestion I have already told you. Then lastly, just I want to tell you that those who drink, if they limit it to 30% or 60% or maximum 30 ml or 60 ml or 120 ml, I think with that it is not going to harm anybody that way. But yes, if the consumption level goes beyond 120 ml or too large, then one may get affected for his ill health and all. So lastly, I just want to conclude by 3P. Just remember 3P. Consuming liquor affects your pocket, then it affects your physique, then it affects your prestige. So with these words, ladies and gentlemen, this is how people were making a queue at the bar on relaxation of the lockdown, partial relaxation of the lockdown. So these are my views. Have a wonderful day, and this is Colonel Hukam Singh Bist from Lucknow, India. Thank you so much. Thank you.